First at 4, a judge advocate at Fort Leonard Wood is now deciding if a murder case will be referred to trial with a court-martial. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rob Macco.
And I'm Lee Moody. Specialist Wooster Rancy is charged with murder in the death of fellow soldier Sergeant Sarah Roque. Chris Bryant reports on what happened during today's hearing.
The Office of the Special Trial Counsel of the United States Army presented its reasons the Army should move forward with a court-martial of Specialist Wooster Rancy in an Article 32 hearing held here at Fort Leonard Wood. Lieutenant Colonel Brian Cargus was named the neutral preliminary officer and oversaw the Article 32 hearing that lasted around 2 hours and 15 minutes. In the hearing, the government counsel presented a timeline of events and evidence it saw connecting Specialist Rancy to the death of Sergeant Sarah Roque in October of 2024. The government counsel says evidence shows that Specialist Rancy purchased heavy-duty trash bags and zip ties from a local Walmart near Post on the morning of October 20th. Later that morning, cell phone data obtained by investigators shows Roque and Rancy were both in Sergeant Roque's barrack apartment for about an hour. Sergeant Roque was reported missing at 6:30 the next morning when she failed to appear to formation. Her body was later found that night in a dumpster. The government says Specialist Rancy killed Sergeant Roque with a single gunshot to the head and then placed her body in a trash bag and zip-tied the bag before placing her body in the dumpster outside of her barracks apartment. The government presented testimony from Zachary Kraft, who found Roque's phone in a dumpster near Specialist Rancy's off-post apartment while dumpster diving before turning it in for cash at a used phone kiosk at a local Walmart. Kraft told investigators the iPhone 15 Max Pro was in excellent condition and still had a charge on it when he found it. In addition to the charges of murder and obstruction of justice, the government counsel is asking the neutral preliminary officer to consider probable cause on 3 counts of obstruction of justice that were not originally charged. Family members for Sergeant Roque and Specialist Rancy were in attendance today. They will now wait to see if this is referred for a court-martial. At Fort Leonard Wood, Chris Bryant, KY3 News.